back to the social studies online classes. As we started the chapter ideas of development, and we learned by this chapter what could be the ideas are rendered here for the development and aspirations and goals, and also we saw some situations in this chapter like Kudankulam nuclear power project is constructed in the Tamil Nadu state, and that was damaged the lives of the fisher folks, fisher communities, and they criticized it. But by this construction of a power project to the government of India, there is a lot of benefit, and it can supply the sufficient amount of the electricity to the peoples of our country. And even though the industries which are needed the more amount of the power, that also produced by this power project, either one can develop and nor here the others are suffered. But however it comes under and developmental aspect in development creation only we can understand here. But the situation is that here where the total income of a nation, when it was divided with the people, the average income of a country is the per capita income when we are taking out, but it cannot affect here. Per capita income is not so suitable according to the population of our country, we can guess here, because one is in a suffrage and another is in a happy, who is getting resources fully, and other person is losing his employment, he is losing his opportunities. These all the things are making to another's suffrage, and some are getting the benefits. It doesn't mean that it is one of the aspect for the developmental purpose. And also the calculation, we discussed that infant mortality rate. What is the meaning of infant mortality rate? If I ask you question, what is infant mortality rate? So what do you write? The rate at which children in a country die within an age of 1 year is known as infant mortality rate. Within the span of after the birth, the children who die within a year is known as infant mortality rate. And also question may ask, what are the causes to increase the infant mortality rate? The causes to increase the infant mortality rate, the facilities, the food habituations are not in the proper manner, even though the infrastructure of that area or the infrastructure, the facilities and other goals, other aspects of that area, or the hospitality, medication, these things when in not insufficient manner, at that time infant mortality rate will increase, which means after giving the mothers giving the birth, after within the year children will die, when they will not die with the sufficient manner, which means like the sufficient food, the maternity woman who cannot take the sufficient amount of the food, when her body is not getting the sufficient amount of the minerals, vitamins, which means it happens to die the children, it affects on the children, so that causing here to increase the infant mortality rate, we can say here. What is PDS? What is public distribution system? You know that public distribution system means a ration shop, so each and every white ration card holder, every month he gets a ration from the ration shop, that is the public distribution system. PDS is a system to distribute ration to the poor at the reasonable rate through the government ration shops. PDS means simple, we can write simple, the ration shops where the poor people can get ration from the fixed and very less price which was fixed by the government. In this the people will get these are the facilities where it is called public distribution system. What is public distribution system? PDS, public distribution system, is a system to distribute ration to the poor at the reasonable rate through government ration shops. How is the standard of living measured? How is the standard of living measured? The standard of living is measured by the GDP per capita. Standard of living is measured by GDP and per capita. Per capita means the total nation's income when it was divided by the population. GDP means gross domestic product. The GDP rate we can hear in the news in the economic section. GDP, the India's GDP fell down, the India's GDP increased 0.2%. So like that we can study GDP, per capita income, both are relevant only. Explain the calculation of body mass index. Explain the calculation of body mass index. Body mass index can be calculated by dividing the total weight of a person by the square of his height. How can we calculate the body mass index? BMI. Question will ask shortly. Explain the calculation of BMI. Explain the calculation of BMI. BMI means body mass index. Body mass index can be calculated by dividing the total weight of a person by the square of his height. Remind this. What is the percentage of population living in the rural India? As per the 2011 census, I am asking you the questions of 1 mark related to ideas of development chapter. Here, what is the percentage of population living in the rural India? 70% of the Indian population is living in rural India. What percentage of the population is living in the rural India? 70% of the population is living in rural India. It is according to 2011 census. Why are dams opposed? Suppose in the Tirunelveli, like Kudankulam nuclear power project in Tamil Nadu state was opposed by the several people. Why they were opposed? Question may ask as 1 mark. Why the people are criticized? Why the people are opposed dams here? Because dams are opposed because they will disrupt the lives of the people and submerge their own lands. Their agriculture lands are going to submerge into the project. So that is why the people are submerged, and the fisher folks also participated with the activists of this, the dam opposers and the protesters. That was the situation. So let us we start. What was the chapter? What part of the chapter was left? Ideas of development. The final titles of this chapter. Today we will summing up this chapter. Development as progress over time. Development as progress over time, and summing up, conclusion of this chapter. Development as progress over time. Here, development as progress over time, which means we saw here in the Himachal Pradesh, the high amount of the literacy rate, in the Bihar very less, we studied that. But what are the causes and consequences here to decrease the literacy rate in the Bihar, and what are the more than expectation here in the Himachal Pradesh literacy rate is increased. What are the causes for that? We can see that here. Because there was the good infrastructure, there are the more facilities in the schools and well qualified teachers, and these all the facilities were provided there. The literacy rate was increased and the education was supported and education was motivated by the parents in Himachal Pradesh. We can write in our own view. So, and another aspects, what are the another aspect here to develop the education to increase the literacy rate in the Himachal Pradesh? Let us we see as development has progressed for over time. Some countries are ahead of the others in the terms of the human development indicators. Similarly, some states have better indicators of the human development through within a state. There may be variations. Some districts may be more advanced than others. Remember that comparison and ranks have little use by them. They are only useful if these indicators can make us think in the meaningful ways as to why are some behind the others. Low performance on any of the human development indicators is a sign that certain aspects of the people's lives need more attention than the others. Alternately, we could ask why are some ahead of others? Say, why are many more children in Himachal Pradesh going to school on an average than in other states? These are the questions are asked in this passage, which is in the page number 24. Look at into the page number 24 while you watching this class, because see here the aspects given in the comparisons. One state is compared to other, like example among the Indian states, Kerala is the state which stands in the highly in literacy rate, isn't it? Yes. Kerala stands in the highly in literacy rate because the other states, because there were the several parents were motivated to their children to study, and there are the children's and schools ratio is in a sufficient manner, and there are other goals, other aspects are fully in the education system and in education fields, and there may not affect of the economical and financial impacts which are required by the parents, and the government of Telangana supported first priority is given to the education. So these all the aspects will comes in our mind when we guess and when we predict why Kerala stands in the first position, in why Kerala stands in highly in the percentage of the literacy, which means these all the questions will comes in our mind. And one more thing here, the comparison in economically, comparison in the primary sector, comparisons in the secondary sector. One state stands instead of other state in the different aspect and in the different manner that we can example. Because of that, based on its sources, but examples are given to answer this. Let us look closely at what has come to be called the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. It has some interesting insights to offer, the particularly how so many factors need to come together to make the change possible. Development is indeed a complex phenomenon, which means where we are comparing the literacy rate of the Himachal Pradesh, it is to calculate with the other states. In the calculation of the other states, it come in the different aspect, because here the several examples are indicating to as where we are comparing among the three states like the Himachal Pradesh, Bihar and Punjab. Among these three states where we are comparing by the Himachal Pradesh, because Himachal Pradesh has the population variation compared to the Bihar, and several aspects will come, like not only population but also several aspects will come. Either the parents of the Bihar are not interested to send their children to the schools, and they don't know what is the real education meaning and what are the benefits by the education, they really don't know. So these are the aspects will come when we compare here to the literacy rate. The questions which comes in our mind, why the Bihar is not developed in the education in literacy rate, which means these are the aspects we can say here. At the time of the Indian independence, like most other states in India, Himachal Pradesh had very low levels of education. Being a hilly region with low density of population in many villages, spread of schools, particularly to the rural areas, appeared to be big challenge. However, both the government of Himachal Pradesh and the people of the state were keen on access to better education. So here, before the independence of India or after the initial part of the independence India, at that time how was the education? Compared to the Indian states where the newly states are formed after the independence of India, at that time education literacy rate is very less. Even in the calculation of the density of the population of some areas, in some areas density of population is high, in some areas density population is less, and in the comparisons of that there was a very difficult task to understand the literacy rate here. How to translate these aspirations really for all the children? The government started schools and made sure that education was largely free or cost very little for the parents, and the education was not a costly, and for it the parents do not pay anything. It was the situation at the time the independence of new India. Further, it tried to ensure that these schools had at least the minimum facilities like teachers. This was the basic need where a school is available. The main needs are facilities like teachers, classrooms, toilets, drinking water, etc. These are the facilities are very important where the school is available. As the years went by, these facilities were improved and expanded. More schools were opened and the teachers were appointed so that many more children could study easily. Of course, to open schools and run them well, the government had to spend money. Among the Indian states, Himachal Pradesh has the distinction of one of the highest spending from the government budget on the education of each children. In the year 2005, the average spending on the education by the government in Indian states was rupees 1049. See, we will see every year the budget, as we studied in the 9th class also, government budget and taxation lesson. In that chapter we studied the government will release in the each and every aspect its budget. Government release budget to the defense, government will release budget to the SC corporation, government will release budget to the minority corporation, government will release budget to the education, government will release budget to the hospitality, to hospitals. In all aspects the government will release budget, but in average in 2005 calculation here the government was spent on in average, when we are comparing with the nation's population in the division with the government budget on education is here on average on each student is 1049 per child. On the other hand, the Himachal Pradesh was spending rupees 2005 rupees 2005 rupees per child. So which means compared to the average budget which was compared among the all states of our country, 1049 were, and here the 2005 rupees were. So Himachal Pradesh was spent a lot of amount on the education, so that is why here the education was scooped up, boosted more, and the literacy rate was also rapidly increased in the Himachal Pradesh, that we can expect here. Obviously, as because Himachal Pradesh was spent a lot of amount on the education, so that is why compared to Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar, the education rate is very high in the Punjab and Arunachal Pradesh. We saw in the previous box and table. The high priority on education paid off in an intensive survey on the schooling done in the 1996 and repeated in the 2006. The surveyors noted students in Himachal Pradesh come to school enthusiastically. Students in Himachal Pradesh come to school enthusiastically, very very happily students are interested to go to school enthusiastically. With an enthusiasm, the students will go to school because they get such facilities in the school more than their houses here. So that is the system here, and overwhelming proportions of students who enjoyed their schooling experience. The teacher loves us and teachers as well, said Neha. So what was during the survey, when the survey was conducted in 2006, so here one of the student feedback was taken and the student is replying, teachers will very enthusiastically, very interestingly, students will attend the schools, and one of the student, her name is Neha, and she is saying teachers will love them and teachers will teach them well, and enrolled in the class 4 in a village in Chamba. Children had dreams of the studying till higher classes and aspirations to be policeman, scientists and teachers. The attendance rate was very high in the primary classes but also among older children. So the attendance rate was very high in the primary classes of the Himachal Pradesh of survey which was done in the 2006. The norm in Himachal Pradesh has come to at least 10 years of the schooling for children. So the norms of the at least 10 years the students have to pursue the education, because if they do not study, what will happen? The literacy rate will decrease after the spending the lot of amount of the budget on the education also. It doesn't mean that. So towards where the children are became automatically enthusiastically to study, to learn the education is the basic point here, and it was indicated here nearly at least the children should pursue the education 10 years, which means up to 10th standard they have to study. In many parts of the country, girl education is still given less priority by the parents as compared to boys education. Is that correct? Yes. Girl education is given less priority in the previous time, but compared to previous time, at present the girl education is well developed, we can say. But at present also we can see the discrimination among boy education and girl education. Boy was supported, boy was pushed forward, and girl was stopped here only. Why you will study? Stop your studies. It's enough. So like that. But it was we can find very less in the societies where we compare with this chapter. However, there is a discrimination in the supporting of the girl and boy education. Boy is pushed forward, but girl is not supported to study her higher studies. While girls may study for a few years, they may not complete their schooling. A welcome trend in Himachal Pradesh is the lower gender basis. Himachali parents have ambitious education goals for their girls just as for their boys. Thus, in the age of 13 to 18 age group, a very high percentage of the girls are completing class 8 and moving to secondary classes. This doesn't mean there are no differences in the status of men and women, but the differences are less as compared to many other regions, particularly North Indian states. As obviously here in the North Indian states, there are several girls who are well interested and their parents are also fully supported to pursue the education to their girl children. So only here the girl education was supported not only in the North India but also in the all over the country. At present it was supported, we can say that. Let us see the next passage. One may wonder why the gender basis is less Himachal Pradesh as compared to other states. Besides education, this can be seen in the other areas as well. Child mortality and children dying within a few years of the birth in Himachal Pradesh is lower for the girls than for boys. In contrast to most other states, one major consideration is that many Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home. Women who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. They have greater say in the household's decisions, including the children's education, health, birth, upkeep, etc. Also being employed themselves, Himachali mothers expect their daughters to work outside home after marriage. Schooling therefore comes naturally and has become a social norm, which means the encouraging the girl education also one of the important aspect where a girl can go outside and work in the society, and it was one of the secure procedure which we have to make throughout the encouraging the girl education also regarding of the ideas of development. It has been seen that Himachali women have a comparatively high involvement in social life and village politics. Active Mahila Mandals in Himachali women are established a society that is named here Active Mahila Mandals. Can be found in many villages and this was supported to the girl education. Like here table was given the progress in the school education over time in the Himachal Pradesh with the average of the Indian states. Percentage of the girls 6+ years with the more than 5 years of the education is percentage in the Himachal Pradesh is 39. In 2006 60% was increased. We can expect here even the percentage of the boys compared to nearly relevant only where the Mahila Mandali is active Mahila Mandals are established. These are supported for this. The comparison across the different years in the indicative of the development that has happened. Clearly, there has been greater development in the schooling and spread of education in the Himachal Pradesh than India as a whole. Through there is still difference in the average levels of the education among boys and girls. Example across the genders, there has been some progress towards the greater quality in the recent years. See here, according to the 2011 census, we can see the better development in the motivation of the girl education, support of the girl education. We can see better only. Now we can see less where we are comparing with the 2011 census. Presently we can see better than that only when the survey was conducted in the census was conducted in the 2021. Let us we see the summing of this chapter. What is the concept of this chapter? For what basically what ideas we should render here to distribute the ideas of the development is that mainly summing up development entails and mix of the goals and the ways of the attaining them may be in the conflict whose development is an important question one must address while thinking about the development. See, this was the aspect here basically what was given in this passage is an important question one must address while thinking about development. Income and per capita income through very often used is only one aspect of the development. Distribution of incomes can be very unequal even when the overall incomes rise. Human Development Index has tried to expand the notion of the development to the include the social indicators of healthcare and education. Government provisions is the only way of the improving health and the education status for all. Societies that are more equal have developed faster when effective public facilities are ensured. Here basically it was the aspect which comes the public facilities are very important by the government budget. by the government support, by the government facilities. Public facilities, which means basically primarily which comes here education. When education is well supported, when literacy rate is highly expected, highly increased, which means automatically all the infrastructure things will come in the development aspect only. Otherwise there is no knowledge, there is no development we can expect here by this chapter. Which organization calculates UNDP? See, UNDP is the one of the organization which calculates per capita income. Which organization calculates per capita income? United Nations Development Program calculates per capita income. So you study all the 1 mark questions of this lesson and write, improve your learning, keywords, and complete this chapter in your fair note. And we will start in the next session of the online class, employment and production. That is also economic chapter. We will continue this chapter. We will continue the chapter in the next session of the online class. Thank you.